kill. It is the way of the bracket. Yoshi blood for the blood gods. And they do hunger. One of them will spill it at Pokemon Stadium 2. And here we go, game number 1. Folks, we hope you like PS2. You're going to be seeing a lot of it. We are going through. And again, the Yoshi Ditto saw quite a bit of this, exactly with the same aesthetic, qualities as well. For those of you who watched this game in its relative infancy, would remember some of the Long Island brackets, some of the New York brackets, Suarez and Raptor, iron sharpening iron over in the Empire State. Suarez, of course, one of the occupants of the first ever PGR, I believe it was. I think number 49 on that list. But yeah, the original blue Yoshi in this game, and the highest ranking Yoshi at that time, before I believe it was it Rod? A Yoshi in Japan, actually, being the sole Yoshi occupant of the second edition of the list. But nonetheless, Yoshidora reaching even greater heights than either one of them. And with all due respect and admiration to the Yoshis that we have mentioned prior, Yoshidora, pretty clear grade above the rest, just through the combo trees and the creativity, and Mark being taken to task. You might have faced a Yoshi, but right now you're facing the Yoshi, and Yoshidora making it so. Fighting with all the confidence in the world after that set, and why wouldn't he? What we have seen is just unbelievable. Mark is able to get a stock on board, but gonna need just a little bit more if you want to take out Yoshidora. You need to throw something as Yoshi that this Yoshi has not seen. And I can tell you right now that is easier said than done. Yoshidora right now on a 4-match win streak through loser's side. Mark doing well to make it to this stage, but getting taken out by a score of 3-1 by Ken. Hang on a second. Certainly a number of surprises in this bracket thus far. Yoshidora, however, trying to clean it up, saying, "Hey, kid, it's nothing personal. It's just business out here." But yeah, the surprise is certainly not ending here. We're seeing, in fact, taking a look through this bracket, I mean, we could give you the update on Yoshidora, but we do have qualificants from loser's side already. Karage being among them, the Falcon extraordinaire. Definitely want to see a Falcon show their moves in top 8 of this one. And Karage battering their opponents and eating them whole. Qualifying by a score of 3-1 in their losers top 12 matchup. And Kome losing by a score of 3-0 in their match as well, interestingly enough. We are going to go to small battlefield for game number 2. Nah, that's nice for a change of scenery, isn't it? Absolute dogfight in the air between these two. And still just kind of trading blows and trying to figure out the spacing. It is Yoshidora that has gotten the lion's share of it. Just able to leverage those hitboxes just a little bit better. And of course, the accuracy with the eggs cannot be understated. Looking for the jab reset, but Mark wisely getting out of the way. Pushing it to the ledge, and maybe a little bit more equal than even my commentary would have led on. So I do apologize for that, Mark. Doing quite well to slow down the pace of this one. And really, sometimes you just have to give Yoshidora the respect that he's clearly earned. But in doing so, you're able to change it up. So sometimes you need to throw those change-ups to make the fastball more effective. Yoshidora, however, going to put the heat down the middle, and we are at 2 stocks apiece. And now it's going to pile on even more. Let's see what you can do here. And that was 82 points of unanswered damage on the part of Yoshidora. This is why he is the premier dinosaur. However, Mark, looking to make a name for himself, Yoshidora says, "You can do that some other time, kid. I'm on my way to top 8. Let's see what you can do about that." Mark certainly will ask questions of Yoshidora and has been doing quite well to do so. But still not quite in the position to take the full set as of yet. And it's going to be a back air. Mark not able to find the right route back and perhaps out of options in terms of where to go off stage. Yoshidora knows better than anyone. You need to keep those open if you want to survive as a Yoshi. And Yoshidora, 1 game away from top 8. Mark, with such a wonderful run through this bracket, it cannot be understated just how well Mark has done in this tournament. We go back to small battlefield for game number 3. Yoshidora on the 5th set of their losers run. He's just been an absolute powerhouse. Obviously an iconoclastic Yoshi, but perhaps one of Mark's inspirations. Would not be surprised to see as such. Yoshidora has taken on a leadership role in this community. A lot of the Yoshis in Japan have, actually. Every time I see someone who's making noise as a Yoshi, it seems like they have some sort of TO role as well. And Yoshidora has decided to do that. It's like what the Yoshi Discord leader is doing some crazy stuff. I mean, what else we got? It's apparently a trend that goes around the globe, as well as finally RJ, the owner and proprietor of the Collision series, famously a Yoshi main. I don't know about famously, but Yoshi main nonetheless. Anyway, we are going to get back to it, and Mark drawing first blood in this game number 3. Finally giving Yoshidora something to think about, and only taking 37 points worth of damage, but Yoshidora looking to rectify that, and quick. Well done, Mark, jumping into that, and Yoshidora finding the correct spacing for the back air. Oh, and the footstool. Yeah, Mark ran out of options, and Yoshidora with a cheeky way to finish off that stock number 1. And man, when Yoshidora is motivated, there are few scarier individuals to fight. Mark just doing so well to take sets off with some of the best that this game has to offer. In fact, took a set off of Hertz Sonic, as I mentioned prior. 61 in the world's rankings. I believe their global ranking debut was this past ranking release in August. But yeah, number 61 and doing quite well to earn that. Took a game off of Hurt, the Sonic. Took a game off of Saya, the Ice Climber. Rocky as well, number 33 in the world. That Kazuya went down to Mark. Got to think you had the Akuma pose at the end. It would be lore friendly. Mark, however, could he fall to Yoshidora? Mark doing so well to even up the score and keep things even in game number 3. Both of them looking for the dash grab. Yoshidora cleans up with the nair. They are sharing the brain cell, but Yoshidora wrestling it away from Mark. Sorry, Mama Dino said it was my turn with it. Doing quite well to make it to 9th place at this Sumabato so far. In fact, did quite well at a one of these tournaments earlier on in the year in April, taking out Siski along the way in loser side. Visiting Siski, you gotta love that. Also took out Yon AP and Masa during that run. And Mild Ho, the DK, of course. Before eventually going down to Carmelo in that loser's side run. Fine with a 5th place finish, but is not going to be happy losing to Yoshidora, who finishes the job. Yoshidora, what else can you say? 30th in the world and looking to climb even higher. All the motivation in the world and all the skill. Yoshidora, he's got the right stuff. Going to top 8 as well. And does that actually hurt on the microphone? I'm seeing some of the commentary notes for the Japanese stream. Hello to all of you in Japan. Hajime mashite. Stu the announcer desu. But I just displayed the absolute extent of my capabilities of speaking Japanese. So I will try no further. Yoshidora making it to top 8. Again, commiserations and commemorations, in fact, to Mark. Doing well. Not their highest finish at a Sumabato, but still a very good showing nonetheless. What else are you going to do? What else are you going to throw at the Yoshi that is the Yoshi? As a Yoshi, you probably modeled some of your gameplay after this guy. Like, he knows everything you know. You don't know everything he knows. So, Mark, again, such a good showing. Certainly worthy of that spot on the global ranking. Is going to have to be satisfied with a 9th place finish here. We'll be joining Snow, in fact, on loser's side top 8. I don't know if that's who Yoshidora will be matching up against. But no, in fact, it will be on the last side. Snow will be matching up against Karage. Interestingly enough, so a little Mario Falcon action for you, and as we get to closer to sunrise at the very least in the United States. But yeah, wherever you're watching in the world, certainly like to thank you all for joining us. And again, we're just kind of hanging out and vibing on through. I do kind of wonder what this next match is going to be. Could be getting right into top 8 action, but we do have a loser's side run to finish up here. And I will say what that was as soon as the bracket page starts working, and of course it takes now to freeze up. Definitely want to give a shout out for those of you watching. I want to give a shout out real fast to Kensington Soccer Club. They are a local club in Northeast Philadelphia. It's Kensington's a pretty historically rough neighborhood, but a couple of people started up a club there to get kids off of the street and onto the pitch, play a little bit of soccer. They've already sent a couple of kids to college, and they do have men's and women's sides in adult leagues. In fact, I believe some of them are playing in. They're trying to get into USL too. So definitely wanted to give a shout out, and of course, this being a grassroots esports scene, definitely wanted to support grassroots soccer as well. 2 games that are near and dear to my heart. This one